The college baseball season begins February 13th, with Division I college baseball opening their season. Let's take a look at some big-time tournaments with some big-name teams getting their season started and preparing to get on the road to the College World Series in Omaha. The calendar includes various competitive games designed to place the teams in various high-pressure tournament situations from the start of the season. The season opens for all Division I baseball teams on February 13th, but there are two tournaments that really caught our eye: the Shriners Children's College Showdown in Arlington, Texas, and the College Baseball Series in Surprise, Arizona. In Arlington, it's a showdown between the SEC and the Big 12. Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Vandy represent the SEC, while Oklahoma State, TCU, and Texas Tech carry the banner for the Big 12. These two conferences annually send teams to Omaha to vie for the CWS title, and this year should be no different. Meanwhile, the College Baseball Series in Surprise, Arizona looks more like an NCAA regional tournament. 4 teams, Arizona, Michigan, Oregon State, and Stanford, play a 4-day tourney, with Michigan squaring off with Oregon State twice in the tournament. It's scheduled for February 13 to 16 and should feature some excellent baseball. The next week, the tournaments take a bit of a break, with only one tournament on the books. The Omaha Bank Series at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas, has the tournament scene all to themselves, which is not a bad thing since they have a solid field set to play. Week 2 of the season only features one tournament, but it's a doozy. Arlington, Texas and Globe Life Field again host the tournament, only this time it is the Omaha Bank Series. 4 conferences are represented in this tournament, with Auburn representing the SEC, Florida State and Louisville representing the ACC, Kansas State representing the Big 12, and Michigan and Nebraska representing the Big 10. Auburn and Florida State are both preseason favorites to advance to the CWS in June, so you won't want to miss these games. The third week of the season is no less impressive when talking about impressive tournament games. No less than 4 tournaments are on tap, and they are all full of top competition. 3 of the tournaments are in Texas, with Arlington hosting its 3rd tournament of the year. Houston and Frisco also host tournaments, with the 4th tournament being played in Greenville, North Carolina. In the second Omaha Bank Series of the year, it's the SEC versus the world. Arizona State from the Big 12, preseason number 1, UCLA is there from the Big 10, and the Hokies of Virginia Tech come in from the ACC. Then you have Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Texas A&M waving the flag for the SEC. All 3 SEC teams have College World Series championships under their belts. It should be a fun weekend in Arlington. Dakin Park in Houston finds itself hosting the Bruce Bolt College Classic, the weekend of February 27th through March 1st. The field is an impressive one, with 6 teams from 5 different conferences. It includes Baylor from the Big 12, 2025 CWS runner-up Coastal Carolina from the Sun Belt, Ohio State from the Big 10, Ole Miss and Texas from the SEC, and UTSA from the American Athletic. 3 games a day should fill your appetite for baseball for the weekend. Further north in Frisco, Texas, we find the Frisco College Baseball Classic at Riders Field from February 27th to March 1st. This 4-team tournament includes Alabama from the SEC, Houston from the American Athletic, Iowa from the Big 10, and Independent Oregon State, a 2025 CWS participant. 2 games a day of solid baseball competition you won't want to miss. And finally, our last tournament is the Keith LeClaire Classic in Greenville, North Carolina. This small 4-team tournament is another one that has the feel of an NCAA regional. East Carolina, from the American Athletic, is the host. The other participants are Rutgers of the Big 10, Troy from the Sun Belt, and Western Carolina from the Southern Conference. The format has only 3 games being played, with each team playing East Carolina 1 time each. This is always a solid tournament, and this year's is no exception. As usual, these tournaments put together games with good matchups, and this year is no different. Whether it's TCU and Vandy in the first week, Michigan versus Florida State in week 2, or Texas taking on Baylor in week 3, there are loads of great matchups and competition. Any tournament you watch will include teams that are preseason top 25 picks. And then you have the teams that want to play against the best competition they can find, and they do not mind going on the road to find it. Independent Oregon State takes to the road weeks 1 and 3 for tournament play. Michigan from the Big 10 spends the first 2 weeks of the season in tournaments. In the SEC, they find themselves all over the place, taking on all comers. So whoever you are, wherever you are, be sure to mark your calendars for the first 3 weeks of the college baseball season. If you can, go to the ballpark and cheer on your favorite team, or just any of the teams there. And if you can't make it to the stadium, be sure to visit thevarsitynetwork.com to listen live to the broadcast of each game. It's free, and gives you a bit of a nostalgic feel for the old days of baseball when you listened on the radio. Thanks for joining us for this preview of the 2026 early season tournaments. Now, get ready to get on the road to Omaha. Play ball.